Hi, you're face to face with Shell. I hope we're all staying safe out there, and I hope that you're enjoying a little lift off the restrictions if you're in one of those countries where the restrictions have been lifted a bit. And I hope that that's helping you to feel a bit better and maybe reconnect with people you haven't seen in a long time. I'm going to continue with Castle Chaos. This is going to be the last story of the Castle Chaos tales. You'll have, if you've been following the videos, you'll know by now why Chris and I called it Castle Chaos. Now, it was a workaway that we had done at the chateau in France, and we'd done 2 seasons, and it was great. We really had a lot of fun. But a couple of stories spring to mind, and one was it was someone's birthday, and the host had told us that they would take us all out to the lake. Now that it was so hot, so this was really a welcomed relief break for us. Sorry. So everyone's waiting about and thinking, yeah, okay, right, we're going. We're going to the lake today. The food was all prepared. We're like, okay, when are we going? And everybody was congregating in the kitchen, and people kept looking at Chris and I as if to, well, what's happening? And we were like, well, we have no idea. The hosts are upstairs in the room. And time was getting on, and the person's whose birthday it was, she got absolutely fed up with it. It was probably about 4 o'clock, and she's, oh, I'm away for a walk. She's, I need to get out here. I'm away. So off she went. Fair enough, why are we hanging about all day when we're told that we're going away for a day out? So the hosts eventually came down and they looked at me and they said, well, where is she? I says, well, she's away. She's away a walk because, it's after 4 and we were supposed to be going to the lake. And the female host says to me, well, yes, of course. I mean, why did she go away? This day is for her. I'm like, yeah, but day, it's coming into evening now. So anyway, I managed to go and find the birthday girl, and we brought her back, and we did manage to have a good time. But by the time we got to the lake, had everything set up, we were only there, a couple of hours at the very most before it started getting dark, and we had to head back again, which was a bit of a shame because it was a really good time. The second story that came to me was at just about the end of our first season, and there was only myself and Chris and Santi and Anna, who I mentioned in the last video, who gave us the amazing Argentinian chicken barbecue. It was just amazing. And if you haven't seen that video, go back one, because honestly it was one of the best nights in the castle, for me certainly. So Chris and I we'd walked to the local town. It was quite a bit away, but sometimes you just needed to get out. As I said, it was very, very rural France. And as I've said in previous videos, we were no good at hitchhiking because of the way that we looked in our rock gear. So no one picked us up. Well, that's not true. One person did pick us up one time. It was a young guy. But we were just about there at Breswire. But anyway, it was just one of these things. So we walked back, and we walked through the woods, and it was lovely. But the time we got back, we were very tired. And as we got to the castle door, we had been having a bit of a laugh with Anna, and we decided we would give her a bit of a scare. So we thumped heavily on the big wooden door at the kitchen, and we could hear her inside giving a scream, and then we burst. She took it in great fun. As we arrived in, Santi had made the most beautiful homemade pizzas. on the way coming back, we had thought about what we were going to have to eat, and we thought, oh, we'll just have some, toasted sandwiches. But coming in to these amazing pizzas, the smell and the taste, it was just what we needed after a long walk. The last day that we ever had in the castle, it was the end of the second season, and again there was only Chris and I, two other workaways and the hosts, and we were going on to other workaways. This was truly castle chaos. Chris and I, the day before, had got all packed. We had everything ready, and we told our new workaway hosts what time we would be arriving. We had asked the castle hosts what time would be best, and they said, oh, probably about 11. That was really optimistic. Chris and I are like, okay, you say 11, right, we'll be ready. Now we were ready for just after 10, and we had our bags in the infamous red van, and we were waiting on everybody to get ready. And we were watching them all run about, locking everything up, putting wood across the carport, Chris helping the male host do this, and the female host asking one of the other workaways would she do dishes that were all lying about. I wasn't asked because the day before Chris and I were made to work while the other two workaways got the whole day off to pack, and I was like, well, we've done our stint. Anyway, we did do a couple of things, but most of all it was the host trying to get themselves, the castle shut up for that season and themselves ready. One point, the female host's in the shower and the male host is shouting, we've lost the car keys, we've lost the car keys, and the van keys. It's like, yeah, this is normal, yeah. And, they're shouting back, well, I'm in the shower. And the host going, well, we can't go anywhere without the keys. She's like, I know, but I'm in the shower. So me and Chris are starting to get a feel for how this day is going to pan out. The other workaways that was with us, their new host had come to collect them, and they were packing up the car. They're packing all their stuff into what they thought was her car. I mean, Chris are looking at each other and thinking, that's the wrong car. They're packing it into a car that we never saw move because it didn't work, just outside the castle walls. And we're like, they're putting us in the wrong car. So we went and we said to them, we wanted to make sure, we said, where have you put all your baggage? And she said, on this car. And I was like, that is the wrong car. That car has never moved since we got here, far less since you got here. It doesn't work. You've packed the wrong car. The thing is, the car that they were supposed to have packed was even smaller than the car that they had packed, and they were starting to panic because they're thinking, oh no, all our stuff is not going to fit in here. So once they started taking everything out that car and putting it back, or putting it into the one that they should have put it into, I returned into the kitchen to find the female host trying to deal with fish. They had bought a little fish tank and some tropical fish. And I said, well, what are you doing? She said, oh, I'm going to, we can't keep them here because there's no one going to be here to look after them. I'm going to return them to the pet shop. I said, well, you can. They won't take them back. I mean, they don't know how they've been looked after. They won't take them back. So I had offered to take them to our new hosts, but no, I'll take them back. I was like, okay, right, whatever. So she had got a plastic bag filled with some of the water from the tank and put it on the kitchen table. Of course, it spilled. So there's this tank water spilling all over the table and the kitchen floor. So we get that cleaned up, and then she tries to start getting the fish out the tank with a sieve that you would use, for draining vegetables. I'm like, what are you doing? She's, oh, I'm trying to catch the fish to put them in the bag. Okay, yeah, but wouldn't you be better using, one of the little fishing nets? No, we don't have one. Yeah, you do. It's right in front of the fish tank, in the bag. It hasn't even been opened. Oh, right, okay. So she catches all the fish and she puts them in this bag. Now, all this time had been going on, and we kept having to message our new hosts telling them we're going to be later and later. And we'd worked with them before, so they knew what Castle Chaos was like. By this point, me and Chris are in absolute hysterics. We're just thinking, oh, what next? So the other workaways go away with their new hosts, and the castle host had offered to drive us to our next workaway. So we eventually got away, I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 hours later. I can't honestly remember, but I do remember it's quite a few hours after the time we'd said we were going to be there. So we're all in the van, and fish included. And I kept trying to tell her, look, the pet shop won't take these fish back. And in true France style, the shops aren't open always at a regular time. I mean, they do take time off, maybe in the afternoon for a couple of hours. So once we arrived at the pet shop, it was closed. So the female host decided that she would write in English, "We're back," and just put these poor fish outside the pet shop with the note on them. And I really felt sorry for these wee fish, because I thought, oh, I have no idea what your fate is going to be, but I hope somebody took them, and I hope they did survive, because I really felt, and I tried my best. I thought, oh, I've tried everything, but she was having none of it. But the host then took us for a McDonald's, and I think we actually were all hysterical at this point. We were laughing at anything. And as we came in to the drive-through to get our food, the male host was driving, and I don't know if he was just not concentrating. The next thing, he crashes into the hedge going into the drive-through. This just made us even worse. And the woman who was serving at the drive-through, she had obviously seen what had happened. She's hysterical. Honestly, it was just, you know what, the perfect end to Castle Chaos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed my tales of the castle. I'm going to tell you a few more travelling stories, but that's sort of rounding off the Castle Chaos ones. We really had a fantastic time. We met amazing people, and I would do it all again. Yeah, it was fantastic. Thank you to my subscribers, and thank you for you to watching. It's so much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, it would be awesome if you could, and if you are, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. I do have a website, and I'll put a link in the description to this video, so you can head over there, and I've got lots more information and photographs, so you can have a browse through that. Thank you again for watching. Stay safe and stay strong, and we'll chat soon. Bye.